Hey guys, how is it going? How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. If this is your first time checking out Truly Divine's channel, what is up? I am Amy. If you're returning, welcome back. So I know I didn't do the messages for the DM yesterday. I wanted to push out all the monthly videos for the first half of December, so I didn't want to over stimulate myself. I didn't want to take on too much. And I kind of wasn't feeling it. I kind of felt like the message that would have been yesterday's message would have been sort of a repeat from the day before. So I wanted to give a day of rest for the DMs and the DFs. And I kind of wanted just to take a break for a second, because it is a really, really tough journey, guys. It's a really tough journey to be on. And when you're tapping into that, I don't even know how to start this reading for you guys today. I honestly, this is my second attempt doing this video. When I started journaling and writing down what was coming through, it was so, I don't even know if dramatic would be the word for it. It was so intense, the power, the energy, the messages, the emotions, that it became so overwhelming. And I literally started crying, and I knew that I didn't want to cry on camera, even though I know that you guys wouldn't mind. It was just too much. And I felt like I needed to ground myself. I needed to regroup. I needed to renew. I needed to kind of close it for a second, because it's definitely not something that I'm used to. This is the first time ever that I started tapping into this type of scenario. So today's message is very intense. I'm just going to put it out there that it's what I'm feeling, and I'm already starting to pick up the energy again, is that this is an extremely tough journey. It's extremely tough on both the divine masculine, the divine feminine as well. It's not easy for any of you. And I feel you both. I feel you guys on this journey. I feel you. So for those who are new and have not watched one of my videos in regards to the DM and the DF, what I do is I have tapped into the divine masculine energy, and I kind of pick on what is going on with the divine masculine, and then I head into the divine feminine, and then I do kind of a closing statement where it's whatever I feel, whatever I hear. So I'm going to just go through what the divine masculine is going through right now to start off. So the divine masculine is heartbroken. And I felt like when I channeled this earlier, I literally felt like my own heart was broken. I literally felt like I could feel my own heart ripping in pieces. And that's for whoever is dealing with the divine masculine. Well, clearly you are if you're here, but your divine masculine is heartbroken. He's very in his emotions right now. Your divine masculine, he's hurting. He knows he hurt you. It's evidence. He knows deep within his soul, within his mind, within his heart. He is completely he knows. And he knows he hurt you. And he's lying awake at night right now, and he's in his head. He's in his emotions, and he's crying because I can feel the pressure. You know, when you cry really, really hard and you start getting that pressure in here, and you get to this feeling where it's like an anxiety attack. Like you cry so hard, and as much as it feels nice to get that emotion out, the divine masculine's going through where like he doesn't understand why him, like why now, why all the people that he has had connections with, all these people that he's had relationships. You're the one that has touched him this way. And when he left and he hurt you the way that he did, it like changed him. So the divine masculine, he was afraid. He was afraid of connection. He was afraid of how you made him feel. And then that's not, you didn't make him feel in a bad way, divine feminine. You made him feel like, fuck, like I can marry this girl. Like I can marry her. I could see a future with her. I could see babies with her. I could see me standing at the end of the altar watching her walk down. Like you touched him in a way that no one else has. And when he walked away from you because he was afraid, because he was unsure of what all he was feeling, and it's like now that he doesn't have you, or now that you seem so far away from him, it's like his heart is broken. It's like someone literally went inside and ripped his heart out. Because I feel so much pressure for the divine masculine right now. You know, he is talking to his friends, his family, about you, about this connection, about this, you know, these feelings that he has, and he doesn't know what to do with them. He doesn't know how to approach you. He doesn't know how to come back and tell you he's sorry. You know, his biggest fear right now is that he doesn't know how you're going to respond. His thoughts, well, what if she hates me? He's in this place where it's like he rates out that text message, and he's staring at his phone, because I can see him staring at his phone, and he's staring at his phone, and you know, he's got that text message, and all he has to do is press send, but he's not doing it. And it's the fear, it's the why would it's like, why would she respond when I ghosted her? Why would she respond when I treated her like she was nothing? Like, he is literally, this situation, it has him up all night. It has him crying. It has him hurting. It has him, you know, he hates himself right now. Like, totally, 100%. He hates himself right now. You know, he's embarrassed too. Like, he's conflicted. He's like, I really want to talk to her. I really want to communicate, but I can't. You know, and that all goes with the last couple readings where his ego and his pride are still there. But he misses you, DF. He does. And he is mad at himself, because I can see him, you know, sitting on the end of his bed or wherever he goes to have that quiet moment. And he's sitting there and he's like, why did I do this to her? She never deserved this. You know? And that could even be what he's telling his friends. That could even be what he's telling his family. You know, why did I do this to her? Why did I hurt her? Why did I, you know, she didn't deserve this. Why did I run? Why did I not give it a chance? But the divine masculine is heartbroken. And he knows that he has to make this right. But he doesn't know how. Because he's afraid of what you're going to say when he comes. When he comes towards you. Are you going to... It's kind of this scenario where I feel like he has it in his head where he just like wants to get in the car and drive to you. Or he wants to show up at your house. And it's going to be like he knocks on the door, and it's that moment when you go to open that door, and that first initial reaction, like he's afraid of what that would be. That is why he hasn't come forward with communication, because he does not know what that looks like. Are you going to be mad at him? Are you going to scream at him? Are you going to yell at him? Are you going to hold him? Are you going to love him? Are you going to scream at him? Are you going to like break down and have a mental breakdown in front of him? He doesn't know. So he's scared. So not only is he scared because he doesn't know how you're going to react, but he ran because he was scared because of this connection. This was a really intense connection between you two. So the divine feminine, she feels rejected. She is hurting. You know, she feels so unworthy right now. She feels so unloved. She feels so broken inside. She feels so lost. She misses you, DM. You know, you've been creeping her Facebook, her Instagram, her Snapchat, whatever it is. And you see her, you know, living life, you know, having fun. She's portraying herself to be fine, but she's not. But that's her way of moving forward. That's her way of healing. That's her way of, you know, trying to put herself on the right track. But you're not seeing the full view, DM. All right? So the divine feminine misses the DM. She misses him. She has a hole in her heart too. I think that's why I started crying earlier, because it's like there's two people here that love each other so much, but there's so much keeping them apart, you know? The divine feminine, she's in this place of saying to herself over and over again, why is it everything that I love leave? Why is it every time that I get into a relationship, it dies, it falls apart, you know? She often says to herself, why can't I be happy? You're my person. Why did you do this? But as the divine masculine is out talking about how he feels and how to make this right, divine feminine is keeping it to herself. She's not out telling the world that she's upset. She's not telling her friends that she's hurting. She's not telling her family that she's hurting. She's keeping it inside. She feels ashamed. She feels like, how come I allowed him to come into my life? You know, how can I let this happen again? You know, how did I let my walls down only to be brokenhearted again? And she often says to divine masculine, you know, when she's all alone and she's, you know, in her frame or in her mindset, you know, please come home. And she's speaking to the divine masculine, you know, and I can just hear her crying on the end of the bed saying, like, where are you? I can't do this without you. So DFs, I know it hurts, but you've got to hang in there. You've got to get yourself balanced. You've got to let the DM come to you. Because as bad as you're hurting right now, as bad as you feel weak, as bad as you feel lost, as bad as you feel broken, and anger is coming up really strong at this moment. The DM is not, he's not living the life that he wants to live because you're not by his side. And at the end of the day, this is a journey. This is, it's going to be like the moment that you two come back into reunion or union, the moment that you two, you know, start communicating again. All this pain, all this heartache, you're going to understand why it had to happen. But the divine masculine, he has to just drop those emotions, and he has to really, really take that step, you know? Whew, very intense. I just feel sick to my stomach. Like that's what I feel. Like I feel like both the DM and both the DF, they're mirroring each other so much because they both have so much love for each other. They both have so much connection. They both are, you know, in one. But it's like there's so much pain, there's so much hurt, there's so much fear, there's so much just and I don't think you're dealing with someone who's narcissistic or abusive, or I don't think that this is anyone that you guys. I think the separation, or the reason why two people fell apart, is because the connection, the emotion was so real that the DM got scared. I don't think that the DM has any, bad bones, or like, he's not a bad person at all. I don't pick up that vibe. He's not a narcissist, he's not an abuser, he's not a cheater, he's not a liar. He's just, this connection was so real for him, and he's never felt that in his life, and it made him run. And now he realizes that he made a huge mistake, and it's like now he has to come and say he's sorry. But he's afraid. He's afraid of what you're going to say. So even though you're manifesting, even though you're praying for him to come home, even though you're literally sitting on the end of your bed saying, like, I want you back, I want you home, I want you here, you just got to keep hanging on and keep having hope and keep having faith, and keep just working on you right now. That's all you can really do, DFs. All right. So in closing, like I said, I have a closing message for you guys. So I'm just going to read this to you. See, it says, Divine Masculine is heartbroken. He cries for you. He misses you so much, DF. He feels you. He remembers what it was like to hold you, to kiss you, to touch you. He remembers your smell. Being apart from you, Divine Feminine, it's taking its toll on him. He was full with you, and now he's empty. Divine Feminines are in a place of giving up, but holding on. They're crying out. They're missing. They're hurting. They're praying. Sleepless nights as well. Divine Feminines, they're confused, very confused. They're lost. They don't know what to do or what direction to take. Divine Masculine is coming slowly. He is preparing himself to take a leap with you. He wants you to know that he knows you are it for him, and he is coming in time. Divine Feminines are slowly letting go, but still holding on with hope. You are their person, and the thought of you not being there anymore has become too much for them. So much love between DMs and DFs. So much pain and tears. You will be reunited. So please keep your heart open to the process. DM wants you, and DF needs you. Two souls find each other, and neither time nor pain will keep them apart much longer. My thoughts and heart are with you guys through this journey. Hang on to it. Hang in there. I love you all. Till next time. Take care.